Let me tell you about this guy I went to high school with. His name was James. And yes, we're still friends. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, like he's some long lost legend. To be honest, he kind of was. So we did IGCSE and we did A level. The highest mark you could get for any subject was an A star. He did 10 subjects over IGCSE and he did 5 subjects for A level. See, the standard was 3 subjects. He did 5. And let me tell you, for every single one of those examinations, he got an A star. And most of them weren't even, 90%. He just scraped the way they, nigga, it's not a nigga. He's white. But anyways, he was getting like 95%, 99, top in the world, top in Zimbabwe, all of that stuff. And the amazing thing about it all is we had all the same teachers. We were exposed to the same environment at school. We went to the same school, so same teachers, same information, same amount of time in the day, even same schedule at school. Like school, then sports, but he was able to achieve results drastically better than most people. Do you know what I realized through that time? It's not that the rest of us weren't smart or he was a genius above all of us. It's just that he had different habits to us, specifically work habits. See, whenever we got work to do, we'd start to question. You do the first part, and then you make jokes with your friends. You're talking about something random, what you want to do on the weekend, and then you go back. The teacher shouts at you, and then you do the next 3 parts. You're actually locked in for like 25 minutes, and then you start the cycle again, and it repeats itself. Whereas he just focused on his work. When you talk to other people, he was asking about the work. When you talk to the teacher, he was asking about the work or telling her that he was done. And see, he wasn't even a robot. Like, he just had the ability to focus at a very young age. And I think now looking back, it's even more impressive because this guy was 16, 15 years old focusing on his work for 2 hours at a time. Like, that's quite crazy. That focus alone made him 10 times more productive than most people. I'm not going to say everyone because the other people in the class who got the same grades or close to him. The real lesson from this is that focus has more leverage than time. It's not about having the most time. It's not about freeing up 24 hours each day when you're free to work. It's about focusing during the time that you do have. Most people think that productivity is about doing more things. It's about multitasking. When in reality, the most productive things on earth do one thing at a time. See, in factories, you'll never have machines that do 10,000 things at the same time. The most productive machine in that factory is probably just putting caps on bottles. And it does 10,000 caps an hour. But if you ask that same machine to put the caps on bottles, put the labels on the bottle as well, and mold the bottle and put the crevices in the bottle, they create, like, those lines that go across bottles or whatever design your bottle has. Like look at this one. There's like lines over here, whatever. There are machines that do these things, there are molds that do these things. So if you had a machine and you asked it to do all those things all at the same time, its productivity would massively drop. Extreme productivity comes in focusing on one thing at a time. So the secret to productivity is actually doing less with more focus. A lot of the time we hear about, like, people will be like, oh, the Pomodoro technique. I think if I asked James like, what's the Pomodoro technique, he'd be like, what the hell is that? He wouldn't say hell, but he would be like, what is that? Like, what are you talking about? James just stayed fully present when he was doing things. And see, the differences in production weren't really that much. Let's say you will do 2,000 words, we will do 1,850. And it's like day to day, you don't really notice the difference, but over a year, that difference is now the difference between an A star and a B, an A star, and an A. Focus compounds over time because day to day, you're not going to get much more done than other people. But if each day you're doing 1% more than everyone else, imagine at the end of the year, you're going to have done 37 times more than everyone else. So now imagine if you produce 37 times more than everyone else just because you're doing 1% more. 1% more, 1% more. Like, that's crazy. And I know what some of you are thinking, especially with the careers that you have. Oh, that was high school. What does that mean in the real world? See, I've found that stereotypical story of, C students end up hiring the A students. Like, I haven't found it to be true. Yes, I'm still young, but a lot of the people who are doing big things, it's not a surprise that they're doing big things. They may not have been the smartest, but they were hardworking, they had vision, or they think that they're doing well and they were focused at that. And fair enough, there are some outliers. There are some people who just go from doing absolutely nothing at school, failing, no clubs, no sports, to doing something amazing. But it's never a surprise. Anyways, that was my small rant. I just wanted to clear that up for people who think, oh, the D students, they start hiring the A students. Like, a lot of the time, people use that as an excuse to not do well in school when you might as well just do well. Like you're already there. So here's the takeaway. If you want to get more done in the same amount of time as everyone else, you need to focus more with the time that you do have. Whenever you're doing something, focus on only that. I'll look at it this way. When I focus on one task at a time, I'll probably complete it in like, I don't know, like 80% of the time that I would if I was multitasking. That 80% isn't that big. But like I said, it's compounding. Like imagine if things took you 80% or 20% less time. Every single task you did 20% less time. You would have a huge amount of time because time compounds. All these things compound. So you wouldn't just reach your goals 20% earlier than someone. You might even reach them 10 years before someone because you were doing your things 80% quicker than them. See, this world, it's a world of fine margins. See, we like to look at these big differences, but a lot of the time, so fine margins. Fine margins is the reason why you or where you are, and the reason why someone else has $10 million more than you. So yeah, just try it. Focus on one task at a time, and you'll be surprised at just how much you can do in that period of time. If you're a busy, hardworking professional and you struggle to stay focused and get a lot done in your time, this is exactly what I help people with in my community. Click the first link in the description. It will take you to my community where over there I have a free ebook that I created that will just give you the basis of improving your mental health. It's free, so just click the first link in the description. All you have to do is sign up to join the community, but the value there is immense. Thank you.